How eager are the short sellers to prevent Citadel from revealing the price we have to break? This is what we're looking at first. We saw that AMC experienced a 78% drop in trade volume at the start of the day. It was evident that 12.7 million shares were hidden in the dark pool. A mere 1.3 million had an effect on the market. With 22.5 million volumes hidden there, the off-exchange volume remained extraordinarily high at 75% as time went on and the market evolved. You can even see that the agency is trading 76% off the exchange at one time. Why even allow buying and selling if it's all dark pool? When we look at AMC today, we can see that we were pulled all the way down to the low of 161. Now, remember that we were up 5% and 13% on 2 great days for AMC, on several days. We also noticed a dark pool of less than 70%. Additionally, these short sellers start to suppress us when they see even the slightest price discovery for AMC, indicating that the price of AMC is increasing. In the absence of a substantial price improvement, Citadel even addressed related subjects before internalization, which impedes price discovery and reduces competition. At this point, Virtue and Citadel Securities sued to stop order flow payments. They were talking about order flow payment and how it should be outlawed since it creates serious conflicts of interest. Citadel used to feel this way, but now that they know it makes money, their feelings about order flow payments are evident. But they also talked about internalization. And it's obvious that AMC is experiencing internalization when we talk about dark pool. However, Citadel made this statement about internalization. Since internalization reduces competition, limits price discovery, creates market fragmentation, it should be outlawed if it produces minimal price improvement. They therefore interpreted internalization in this way. Remember, this was before they realized they could utilize this to make money for themselves. They were ecstatic that it didn't work against them, and this is obviously what they're doing against AMS right now. When we talk about limiting price discovery and examine the dark pool of off-exchange at 75%, you can see what's going on. Remember that when you allow AMC to have even the little price discovery, this is what occurs. And that's when you start to see the suppression happening. We are currently down, fluctuating between 2.89 and 3%. But this is a result of the continuous suppression. We are seeing a rise of short sellers in addition to the extreme suppression brought on by dark pool internalization, which inhibits price discovery. As you can see, the AMC short interest rate published this morning was 10.91%. Now, 20.12% has been noted. A lot of action. We've always said this now. Naturally, these self-reported short interest statistics are self-reported, and ultimately, I don't think they're reliable. The fact that the price of short interest has almost doubled today suggests that these short sellers are expanding their positions, and we have already discussed that they are worried about even the slightest price increase in AMC. So even though I think the real number is clearly much higher than this, we can still use it as a reference and a comparison of what's actually happening. It is important to remember that these short sellers have claimed to have shorted at a comparatively high price. They have defrauded you of hundreds of millions, if not billions, of dollars by shorting AMC, but the moment AMC even marginally improves, people start to worry. They are forced to repress. Furthermore, that only serves to highlight the fact that these short sellers are now not making a profit. Furthermore, they can only make money by shorting AMC if every ape decides to sell their shares. As a result, either AMC goes bankrupt or the retailer sells the institutions all of its shares. And it has already been argued how likely these two are to occur. As you can see, with such a large volume and high exchange volume, it was illogical for the price of AMC to drop this low. After the reverse split, a spike in what is now the highest recorded short interest rate looked inevitable. And this is what we are talking about. We're looking into this. And you can already see what we anticipated about the price rising because the more pressure they put on AMC, the more probable it is that they won't be able to maintain that pressure consistently, and AMC will simply leap. The fact that AMC's high for the second half of December was 211 also intrigues me. That is, 42 million of the 92 million shorted shares are below 2.11. Therefore, If AMC were to break above just 2.11, those shorts would be losing money. Therefore, this also explains why the repression is taking place. Many short sellers, or at least short-term short sellers, shorted AMC below 2.11. Consequently, the fact that the price is increasing in that range suggests that these short sellers are not only giving up their profit, but are also heading toward that red area. They've realized that if they get it above, these short sellers will fall underwater, which will drive the price to climb in combination with the previously described gamma squeeze. As a result, we are seeing the oppression. As you can see, a number of current reasons suggest that AMC ought to be rising. The reason for any suppression we do see, though, is that these short sellers are worried about the stress and illiquidity problem that is taking place. Additionally, you can observe their efforts to keep AMC out of the spotlight in an effort to deter potential investors. The volume that contributes to AMC has recently been able to accomplish two things, as we mentioned earlier. It can outbid and liquidate short sellers and short-term short sellers, which drives up prices to start. Second, there is no doubt that it can lead to a gamma squeezing of what happened. However, as you can see below, AMC had a volume of 56 million, but neither Yahoo nor bar leaders had it listed. Why are they so afraid? They are also actively suppressing AMC posts on X. We observe and understand this as a result. Every time there is something about AMC that incorporates optimism, that is anything that will successfully raise traffic toward AMC, they will try to divert it. They'll try to hide it. Additionally, we are taking this into consideration. Remember that the dot pool is just another way to hide the volume. And why are they behaving this way if AMC wasn't a danger to them? If you want to look at this, short sellers have covered their shares in response to those who said that they had left AMC. As you can see, AMC's stated short interest rate has been rising rapidly. As a result, they have made claims to have departed AMCO over time. They claim to have had their AMC short covered. Nonetheless, we think that the reported lack of interest is growing. Remember, again, that this is self-reported. Any offshore data does not need to be reported. Additionally, these are self-reported by businesses that obviously stand to benefit from lowering the figures in order to lower. AMC? They seek to link AMC to everything bad whenever they have the chance. Therefore, we know that true curiosity should be far more than this. Even though they are undermining it, you can still see that the short interest rate is rising. That only serves to highlight what is happening. Another crucial point for individuals who have invested in HYMC and are interested in silver. I know a lot of people are really interested in this right now. As you can see, silver has risen to a record $88 an ounce and is currently up 24% in 2026, which is very important for AMC. As a result, we have already seen how the silver market has performed so far this year. This relates to AMC because of our investment in HYMC. Now that AMC has invested in HYMC, I've heard that it has a large primate population. It is obviously really good news for us that silver is doing this since it shows a return on our investment. It represents the return on AMC investments. Furthermore, the fact that CME is raising margins once more indicates that the number will only rise. They are clearly trying to remain silent, but they are concerned that a price surge could cause one of the largest short sellers to blow up. In essence, they substituted money for percentages. Gold will be 5% and silver 9%. They know that certain big players with billion-dollar stakes could blow up, which is why they are taking this action. They don't want this to occur because it would produce a massive disaster that would bring down large banks and other institutions. Thus, we are examining that. But this explains why silver prices will rise. You have to understand that this is spreading through collateral. Therefore, this could lead to margin calls. Prices will rise as a result, and sales will increase. For the uninitiated, the cost of shorting metal has increased. Paper deals with excessive leverage strain more quickly. Volatility is increased by force covering. Silver prices will increase if margin calls occur and following events take place. Silver might surpass $100. HYMC will follow as a result. You know, a lot will happen. AMC's investment will yield significant returns. AMC is shorted by the same individuals who short silver. Even if they are under pressure and losing hundreds of billions of dollars, They cannot suppress AMC. You must therefore be aware of this. A $50 HYMC option chain was also introduced.